This time we visit the Sammy Miller Motorcycle Museum. Well, good morning. Unusually, we are in a van.
Yeah.
Not our usual mode of transport, I'll admit, but today we are going to Sammy Miller Museum. Looking forward to it, Deb, or is it just another stuffy museum?
No, I'm looking forward to this because we've seen Sammy at the bike meets a few times, but never actually visited his museum.
Well, she hasn't. I went ages and ages ago with Tom, but it'd be really nice to get there. They've got an amazing collection of bikes out, all sorts of things from rare prototypes and rare models, and also, of course, a huge collection of racing machines. So, should be pretty good. Because of V8 as well, let's not forget. So, pretty good. Looking forward to it.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the New Forest. It's lovely, isn't it? Beautiful. Somebody on horseback just over there. Absolutely gorgeous. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help us create future content.
Nice.
Appropriately, outside there were a couple of trials machines, including an aerial. The Sammy Miller Museum is found in New Milton, Hampshire, right on the edge of the New Forest, and was established back in 1964 when trials genius Sammy Miller established the museum to house his collection of off-road and road racing machines. Today it houses more than 300 machines and is part of the British Motorcycle Charitable Trust. The collection is very varied, including road racing machines, prototypes, standard road machines, and of course off-roaders, including a number of the machines used by the man himself during his illustrious career. The best known use was in like speed record setting. That's got that's a narrow angle V-twin engine off AMC, so that's a Maxus engine in that was. That was at the finger run, that's what he used last year. Remember the sleeve valve engine? Grimly peerless. The lower main hall predominantly contains British machines from the 1930s really up until the end of the 1970s. Most are 1940s and 50s, but there are a few oddities just thrown in for good measure. Oh, it's a Scott, it's an inline triple that is. Yes, 2-stroke, 3-cylinder, running in line. They built, there's very few, there's one at the National Motorcycle Museum as well in Birmingham, but bloody rare. I seem to sell a lot of them. T160, always wanted a T160. Maybe I'll get one at some point, but I don't know where to find the room.
You're not used to this size.
I know. Well, I was just looking down there, and I've just heard a few more. There's a few more around.
200cc 2-stroke prototype. Parallel twin. It's a plunger. It's 2 years old. That's because mine gets used here. Just slag off the 810. It's beautiful. Love my 810. Round tank.
Yeah, well, I took one over because I saw her there.
Oh, disc valve. Interesting. Probably using things like disc valves and pockets is getting a good gas seal to go on the exhaust.
After the story you gave me last time, you hadn't done
Oh
one.
no, I would never have it. Never.
Oh, there's all buttons. Fowler won the multi because in the first TT in 1907 it was a twin. There was a single cylinder and a multi, and when Fowler won the multi, he also set the fastest lap, but he had to stop to change plugs, so he didn't win the overall race. There was a single cylinder and a twin and that multi. He won the multi-cylinder event on this. There was a single cylinder Maxless, I think, one of the Collie brothers rode that won the 100 these made that based on roughly on the police bike they sold as well. But there was an earlier bike, it's called the Aurora, that was supposed to go in production, it never did. But these are one of the few models that actually did make it into production.
Two groups then.
Somebody was trying to tell me that Whitman Brothers came up with the all bearing frame, but you can see there, 1956. And Norton's got it. They've got external flywheel gutsy stuff.
On the left hand side.
Prototype 20. Look, it's got a pressed steel frame, look. Oh, yeah, look. Oh, it's mouldy still, look at that. So it's like, is it a feather bed inside? It looks like it's a feather bed and then it goes into this pressing at the back. It's interesting. Probably an attempt to make it cheaper to make, you know.
Yeah, which uses stress scheme, monocoque, rear assembly.
Yeah, monocoque's like a car where it's a single frame, or whether
The manufacturer didn't take up the design and used the featherbed frame with its more conventional appearance instead.
Golden Gate's a plunger frame. Because they call it a garden gate because they reckon when you were sitting on it, it felt like it got a hinge in the middle. It moved around so much. Founded by a guy called John Waller, and they made this little. This is Prix. It's the very early bikes with these two strokes. This is graduate. You know, like other scooters, the pulley varies. This does the same thing, but it does it mechanically. And then you pull the lever and move the plates in it like a scooter does. But also, to keep the belt tight, it moves the wheel back and forward as well. Whereas today you had a spring-loaded thing at the back. Guernsey built a 3-cylinder like this before the war, you know, and they had a supercharger on top.
Not much gap.
There isn't actually, is there? God, look at it, it's only because that one, the Capriole that we saw with the heart cylinder head, is only 75. So this is only a 150. It's only a 150cc. That must be one of the smallest boxes ever built. Apart from there was an MZ2 stroke. It's a lot of weight. It's like pressed steel in the frame. It's such a tiny little engine to put along. I wouldn't have had much go in it.
With compressed air control swinging arm suspension.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look, there's a little bleed valve, so you put the pump on to blow it up. They did a similar thing on front suspension in the 50s with Veloset used it, a couple of others, and you would find, you get up in the morning, sometimes it had sunk and you have to blow it up again before you went out for a ride. That's got to be, I've seen a picture of a 1904 V-twin orientated gutsy style, but this is the first one I've actually seen, it's the oldest one I've actually seen. Yeah, you don't get many radial engines in bikes. But a lot of the time they didn't have seats on them. And Bradshaw was like, oh, that's stupid. So he put a seat on it. Which seems obvious now, but not necessarily. But it is engine. So Ixion, yeah. So 269cc Model D. Mm-hmm. It's got front suspension. Brakes.
Oh no, Billy's chain and belt drive.
Yeah, she got.
Made in Ladywood, Birmingham.
I can't remember, it was a campaign for ladies' models. It was, I can't remember, it was a very famous biker, lady biker in the Edwardian period, campaigned for companies to make ladies' models, you know, see. So if you're riding women's riding gear.
Yeah. You see the needles? They're big white things sticking out. Oh yeah. You see? Yeah. Right.
This is, this would be very similar to the first bike ever owned in our family. My granddad had an Excelsior 2-stroke, so it would have been very, very much like this. Because he bought it second hand around late 20s, early 30s he bought it. But he had his brother bought a conversion kit so he can convert it to twist grips, because originally it was levers. And he said, like, he remembers, he said, like, he felt right cocky when he was riding for the Middle Longton, he said, for the first time on it. He said he loved it.
I'm sure it's David. I think you will find they're all real things. Oh yeah. 1 mile and
I'm sorry. Oh my god, that's so expensive. Well, my parents really loved it. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, hello, welcome. You have a date?
you don't know where to look anymore. Did you see it?
So it's brilliant. You've got front and rear suspension, massive brakes on it. It was, very advanced bike at its time. And then the Silver Hawk behind it was a V-twin with something like that. So this is a V-twin. So it looks like two cylinders alongside, but actually a V at a very narrow angle. And that's a 400cc side valve. Because that was quite sluggish, they built the V4 with overhead valve, which was a lot faster. FN makes weapons, still does. That Belgium.
Belgium.
Yeah. They're quite a popular engine choice for quite a few companies. A lot of European companies use motorcycle actually. So yeah, it's a Bradshaw engine. Use it in light aircraft as well. These lovely gutsy style V-twins were some of the last machines produced by the Stevens brothers in Wolverhampton. Again, these were based in Coventry, and then they went bust and AMC took them over and moved them down to Woolwich. Just when you think there are no more flat twin engine motorcycles to discover, the Sammy Miller Museum throws in a new one. SOS two-strokes, or Super Onslow Special, the work of the legendary Lenvale Onslow. The P&M Panfet was a design by Granville Bradshaw and was a commercial failure. Designed by Sir Harry Ricardo, Triumph's Type R is said to be the world's first production four-valve motorcycle engine. A company called Henderson, then he got bought out by Schwinn and then set up on his own, and then he got bought out by Indian. Obviously didn't quite have enough cash to do. This prototype got just as they were about to go bust, basically. Stevens brothers, and then it's like AMC bought them. But I think this is the only one in the world. I'm not sure they actually used to get any of them into production. EFA, yeah, it was like a conglomerate of multiple companies. But basically this is an MZ. And you know the MZ 125? Yeah. It's two of those made into parallel. And also, see how similar it looks to a Bantam engine? It's from a common source. It's basically a DKW engine. And instead of making it a single, they somehow managed to put two crankcases in it. It was the first shaft line parallel twin two-stroke ever. Where's what this is made? Down the Ratier.
French.
Tisra, yeah. They were basically built on the orders of de Gaulle, because everybody was using BMWs as escort vehicles in the 60s. And he wanted a French version, so Ratier made aviation engines, hence, see how it looks like a wing with their logo? Because they're a maker of aviation engines, so it persuaded Ratier, to build this thing. It's similar to BMW, but de Gaulle insisted, whenever he went anywhere, that he was escorted by French Ratiers and not German BMWs. Hoffman. BMW to make bikes because the flat twin engine was originally designed for a portable generator and things like that, and then these guys were buying the engines and sticking them in bike frames. So BMW thought, well, why not? You know, if they can do it, it's our engine. Inline 4-cylinder engine in an OEC frame. So you alter the gearing, change it onto a different rack, you'd have to change the chain completely, wouldn't you, to do that? That'd be a bit of a faff every time you got to a hill, wouldn't it?
Or just back in the museum.
Yeah, I dare say. But you see, look, it's like the FNs. It's got a shaft drive to the back wheel, and there's like a tiny drum at the back as well. So you've got your oil supply. You've got to operate that. You've got two different mixture levers, and there's a couple of others as well. Even by OEC standards, this late model FN features a truly unique front suspension system. Not anything that's cheap, is it? He likes it because it's so cluttered. Vincent's V-Twin Series A is one of Tom's all-time favourite motorcycles. Norton's Electra, directional indicators and an electric start. What more could you possibly want? And next to it, a very unusual prototype. BSA B50 engine, using the frame from the Triumph BSA Fury and Bandit project, with a Norton badge on it for some reason. Yeah, Continental GT 250 is what I learned on. MZ's Grand Prix races were well ahead of the time, well until a spot of Japanese industrial espionage, of course. Gambalonga, yeah. Gambalonguino. Actually, it's a weird one. It means short, long leg, because it's a short stroke engine. The original engine was called Gambalonga, and then the Gambalonguino was a shortened stroke version of it, so it's called the Gambalonguino. The short, long leg makes no sense, does it really? But the Moto Guzzi Bicylindri, the Mark's 500 Grand Prix racer either side of the Second World War. Linto is a famous link with Moto Guzzi. He designed, you know, the frames on the Le Mans and the small block, so your V7, he designed those. Supercharged, this is Deb. Supercharged, two stroke. There's a, and that's at the front there. You see where the fins are? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, the mega loud. At the front there's a piston in there which compresses the crankcase and feeds up. Remember that split single design? It's the same at the top end, but it's got this compressor which pressurises the crankcase. Well, they call it, they abbreviate to DKW. It's an amazing thing, isn't it? Where's I was talking to somebody about it, and they said they worked at Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Museum. They said because it did win an endurance race at Brooklyn, and a lot of it was because it wasn't particularly quick. So they put like a big fuel tank, actual rated a fuel tank on the back, and the fuel tank on the front, and they put so much fuel in it because it was a long distance race. You only had to stop about once to fuel up. Whereas all the big bikes, although they were going a lot faster, they had to keep stopping for petrol. Pink, was it Stanley Water I can't remember now.
Stanley Water raced for this type.
There you go.
For the factory.
It's a shame that Ruby is a good dog, you know? Like, it's a shame.
In 1935.
Yeah, 44 horsepower, yeah.
Don't think
Geleva's 4-cylinder 500, the Grand Prix bike of the 1950s. But he did all sorts of events in his days. The Honda 500cc 4-cylinder, a machine forever associated with Mike the Bike. The lower hall features Grand Prix races of all eras, right up to and including the two-strokes of the 1980s. What other bikes, events or venues would you like to see us cover in a future video? Please let us know below. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course, thanks for watching.